Self-improvement and self-acceptance are both important in life. Let's start off with self-improvement. One question to ask and the answer is, do we even need self-improvement? The answer will always be yes. Become the best versions of yourself. Be the best that you can be and break beyond that. Why do I demand this? If we do not win ourselves, we are losers. In my life, I've experienced a lot of losers. Do you know who those losers are? All those losers are all me. Notice how I said there is more than one losers. These losers are all aspects of my life, from my career to my love life. I have always experienced setback, mistake, and losses. Why is this important to point out? The first thing to remember is that we will always have setback, mistake, and losses. They are unpredictable and unavoidable. The reason for this is that we lack the experience and the knowledge to be competent and confidence in the tasks and missions that were given to us. What are these tasks and missions, you may ask? One of the greatest tasks and missions is to become a warrior and have this mindset. When I am talking about becoming a warrior, there are 3 different routes to take. The first route is literally becoming a serviceman and woman. Becoming a soldier, marine, sailor, airman, and etc. These are all the military branches and personnel. However, service people are more than just that. They are our first responder, our firefighter and policeman. These people are the ones who are risking their life for our survival and freedom. The second route is to become a champion. A champion is a person who has defeated or surpassed all the rival in the competitions, especially in a sport. A champion and a warrior can be 2 different people, but they can also be the same person because of the same value that they share. These champions are all athletes. They dedicate their whole life to their sports and martial art. They have sacrificed a lot to get to where they are now, and they are going to sacrifice more to get where they want to be. The third route of becoming a warrior is having the warrior mindset, as a mundane or normal citizens. How can normal citizens become warrior when a warrior is a fighter who is supposed to fight in war and have experience in warfare? The first route is a literal definition of a warrior. The second route is symbolic definitions of a warrior. With this being said, this third route is to influence revolutions for normal, maintained citizens. There's a saying, it is better to be a warrior in the garden than a gardener in the war. This saying is about capability. Are we capable of defending ourselves and to defend others? As a matter of fact, we are born to perform this task. We are born to be a warrior. Why did I mention this? I mentioned this because of our ancestors. Our ancestors are all warriors of the nations. They simply live to protect, provide, and preside for their household. This sounds like it's only for men, however, it is also for both general in society. Our ancestors are gone now. They were gone centuries ago. So, what about us? We need to keep the tradition and culture of protecting, providing, and presiding over other going. In the modern day, this traditions and culture is starting to fade away. The warrior mindset has slowly become a hobby and not a necessity anymore. This is academic. Because of so many problems going on in the world right now, these problems are health, financial, and relationship issue. Why are these issues causation due to the lack of the warrior mindset? The answer is faith, value, and priority. Let's start out with faiths. Every warrior in the past had their own faiths to follow. Knights had the Catholic Church, samurai had the Shinto Shrine, Viking had the Norse gods. With this being said, we, as a descendant of this warrior, should have a faith to follow. A faith is an allegiance to the duty or a person. With this definitions might not sound like we are following the principle of protecting, providing, and presiding. The reason for this is because it sounds like we are a follower and not a leader. The truth is that every leader is first a follower. They are following and learning from their mentor to be a successor. This being said, why is faith so important? Faiths give people meaning in their life. It also gives them hopes for the future. When talking about the future, there is one important aspect that needs to be considered. This aspect is patience. What is patience and why is so important in the future? Patience is the capability to accept or tolerate delay, problems or suffering without getting angry or upset. Going back to the theme of self-improvement and self-acceptance, we have to learn many skills for both. However, the one skill to set off every other skill is patience. What is the difference between self-improvement and self-acceptance? One big difference is the comparison between our present self and future self. Self-improvement is our future self, and self-acceptance is our present self. With this being said, what do I need more? The answer is that we need both in our life. Of course, we can live with one, however, there is a risk that we might take it too far. If we are performing self-improvement without self-acceptance, there's a risk of some high emotions like regrets, and we will neglect other aspects of life like spending time with our loved ones. If we are performing self-acceptance without self-improvement, our body and mind will not grow to a higher standard and capability. One example of people who only show self-improvement is the people who want to be richer and richer. These type of people are the ones who will have big houses and cars. Their lifestyle inflations went through the roof. To maintain their lifestyle and keep improving that lifestyle, they will make more and more money. Consequently, they will neglect everything else and only focus on making more money. The result of this action leads them to be alone when they get older in life with all the money. One example who only show acceptance is that people who is getting too overweight but still believe that they are healthy and do not want to change anything about themselves. Both self-improvement and self-acceptance are totally different and have different timeline. However, they both have something in common. They both show the consequences of self-realizations. So to summarize, the real answer to having a good life with both self-improvement and self-acceptance is to have a balanced lifestyle.